James Lynch here for Flow Combat. I'm here with Khalil Rountree, who's going to be taking on Gokhan Saki this Saturday at UFC 226. Khalil, it's good to talk to you again, man. How was the rest of camp? One of the things we talked about was that you made the move back to California. How did camp finish up?
Finish up great. You know, just got my guys in my corner. We just like talking over things we need to sharpen up, things we need to just like focus on, and got back here to California or to Vegas, saw my family, and things have been coasting, man.
Yeah, and I know that one of the other things you did was the social media, I guess blackout is what you would call it. Is that back on, or are you still off until after the fight?
I put it back up just to post a couple photos, but I'm not like on it all day. You know what I mean? Just like, yeah. But yeah, I put it back up just so I could post some photos.
Yeah. How nice has that been though to kind of get away from all the there's a lot of garbage on social media. It really kind of messes with your mind. Was it nice to just kind of cleanse and get off of it?
Yeah, for sure. Like I remember getting off of it, and then just like being out with my friends and my family. Like I just kind of experienced life a little bit differently. You know, I'm like just like being able to be more in touch with them and not really like having thoughts of what's going on in the social media world. You know, I'm just like, oh, I'm having breakfast, oh, this is great, oh, my mom laughed today at this thing, like more present, more focused, you know.
And on that same note, have you been following what's going on with your opponent? I know he had a surgery ahead of this matchup and everything. He's recovering. Did you follow any of that, or are you just going in kind of just as the opponent you're expected to face?
Just like the opponent I'm expected to face. I make sure that like I'm prepared, you know what I mean? Like I feel like if I get too caught up in like life takes changes and turns, so last time I was very focused on like Gokhan Saki. Now when he got injured and I was like, that sucks. So I'm like, okay, let me make sure Khalil Rountree is the best of himself, and then it'll be good.
And are you looking at your last fight as a loss, or how do you sort of take that last fight with your opponent testing positive and everything else?
So, my last fight, absolute loss. Whether the guy took steroids or not, to me it was a loss. Yeah. I went in there, I fought a fight that I don't usually fight. I just mentally overcommitted on a lot of things. It was just like, no, I lost. I lost fair and square, but he tested positive, and that's on him.
And you mentioned being back in Vegas. How long have you been in Vegas, ahead of this matchup?
I got here last Thursday, so it's just been, like a little over a week.
Did you go back to the PI cafeteria? I know that's a big popular item.
I went back to the PI cafeteria. They were happy. They were like, oh, thanks for shouting us out in the interview and things. So it was all love. I only went there one day, and then I've just been eating breakfast with my family every day.
And as far as Saturday night, a prediction, we're going to expect a fight of the night. That's obvious. Do you see yourself knocking out Gokhan Saki?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anybody that I fight, I know that I can knock out. So it's not so much about like, oh, I'm gonna try to go in there and knock him out. No, I'm showing up to fight my best fight, 3-round fight, whatever it may be. But I've got power to knock him out, and I'm going with that. Like, all it takes is one punch. He's never been hit by anybody like me. I've been hit by people like him. So.
There's a lot of responsibility with Media Week, and this is International Fight Week. It's a huge card. How do you separate yourself from that in terms of downtime and taking your mind off things? Are you watching any TV? Are you going for a walk? What would I find you doing?
I just hang out with my brother in my room. Like we just listen to music or, play PUBG. Shout out to PUBG. We play PUBG online.
Yeah. Are you getting really good at it now?
Yeah, really good. So just doing that, man. We'll go eat. Just normal life. Like I try not to separate the two. I try to just like embrace them all. Like this is just my life, and I've got to learn how to be myself in the whole thing, and not just like let me shut this off and like I'm learning to embrace it all. And it is pretty tough, but I like it that way.
Thanks again for the time, Khalil.
Thank you, James.